Jorge Luis Masvidal, Miami, Florida, November 12, 1984 is an American professional boxer and former mixed martial artist who competed in the welterweight and lightweight division in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Masvidal was a professional MMA competitor from 2003 to 2023, and has also competed for Bellator, Strikeforce, Shark Fights and World Victory Road. He holds the record for the fastest knockout in UFC history at 5 seconds and won the symbolic championship belt. UFC's BMF Masvidal was born in Miami, Florida, the son of a Cuban father and Peruvian mother. He always wanted to be a boxer and was often involved in various street fights. He started wrestling in high school, but couldn't get the grades to be chosen for his dream team. It was then that he decided to become a professional mixed martial arts fighter. Beginning of his career, Jorge debuted in kickboxing with a unanimous decision victory on April 11, 2003, at a Fast and Fearless event. So good was his performance that he was immediately called up for the main event of the Absolute Fighting Championships XXII held on April 30, 2005. The fight was against current UFC competitor and The Ultimate Fighter 5 contestant Joe Lauzon, who had an undefeated record of 8 victories, all by submission and no defeats. Jorge won by technical knockout in the second round with a barrage of punches. Jorge compiled the 3-0 record in the former Bodog Fight promotion, including decision wins over Keith Wisniewski and Steve Berger and a knockout over veteran UFC and Pride Fighting Championships fighter Steve Edwards. Masvidal signed for Bellator and entered the lightweight tournament held in April 2009. Masvidal won his first fight by technical knockout, but lost in the semifinals to Toby Imada by submission inverted triangle choke at Bellator 5. This victory of Imada was recognized by Shirt Dog and MMA Junkie as Submission of the Year. Masvidal faced and defeated Eric Reynolds at Bellator 12 in a 160-pound catchweight bout via rear naked choke. He was rumored to fight again in the second season of the lightweight tournament, but after losing the fight, he was released by the organization. Post-Bellator in September 2010, Masvidal moved up to the welterweight division to fight Paul Daly at Shark Fights 13 in Amarillo, Texas. The fight was agreed to at 171.75 pounds after Daly missed weight. Daly defeated Masvidal by unanimous decision. After this performance, Masvidal signed with Strikeforce. Masvidal returned to Strikeforce in early 2011 to face Billy Evangelista at the Strikeforce Fajau vs. Henderson and won the fight by unanimous decision. Masvidal fought Elite XC lightweight champion KJ Nunes and won the fight by unanimous decision. He then faced Gilbert Melendez for the Strikeforce lightweight championship at the Strikeforce Melendez vs. event. Masvidal on December 17, 2011 at the Valley View Casino Center in San Diego, CA, losing the fight by unanimous decision. Following the championship fight, Masvidal fought Justin Wilcox at the Strikeforce Rockhold vs. Kennedy event on July 14, 2012, winning the fight via split decision. Masvidal was expected to face Bobby Green on November 3, 2012 at the Strikeforce Cormier vs. Mir event, but the fight was cancelled due to the cancellation of the event itself. Masvidal then hoped to face Pat Healy at Strikeforce Mark Ward vs. Satfightdine but had to withdraw due to a back injury following the dissolution of Strikeforce in January 2013. Masvidal was brought to the UFC. He made his debut against Tim Means on April 28, 2013 at the UFC on Fox 7 event, winning the fight via unanimous decision. For his second fight with the promotion, Masvidal made his return to the octagon facing Michael Chiesa on July 27, 2013 at UFC on Fox 8. Despite falling in the first round due to several blows from his opponent, Masvidal took control in the second round and won by submission. For his third UFC fight, Masvidal faced Rustam Khabilov on November 6, 2013 at UFC Fight for the Troops 3. He lost the back-and-forth fight via unanimous decision. Despite the defeat, both received the Fight of the Night award. Masvidal fought again after a long time against Pat Healy at UFC on Fox 11 and defeated him by unanimous decision. Masvidal faced Darren Cruikshank on July 26, 2014 at the UFC on Fox 12 event. After being knocked down by a punch in the first round, Masvidal recovered to win by unanimous decision. The fight with Bobby Green, which had been scheduled under the Strikeforce banner in 2012 before being scrapped, was expected to take place on September 27, 2014 at UFC 178. However, on August 14, the UFC announced that Masvidal would face James Krause in a fight that he would end up winning by unanimous decision. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe and watch the previous videos.